We changed it to Red Devils Talk because that's who we are. Red Devils of Manchester United. This is a Manchester United fan channel, and I will be speaking about the latest Manchester United news and transfer news. I am your host, Sashin, and please subscribe to the channel. My goal is 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Quick backstory why I changed this from the Stretford end to Red Devils Talk is because the Stretford end is, of course, the end of the stadium where we always had late winners, fantastic goals being sucked in at the Stretford end, as they say. But I changed it to Red Devils Talk because it's got a bit more bite to it. It's a bit more, quick to say. It's also much better in terms of who we are and what I want to speak about all the time here on Red Devils Talk. So let's get into it. As you see, Ronaldo for sale. We lose 4-0 to Brentford and there's absolute chaos. It was chaotic before, but now even more so after our 4-0 loss to Brighton. So lots to get into. So let's get into it without further ado. So, Ronaldo for sale. The club have now finally publicly said that they want to sell him. We know that previously there's been said that Ten Hag doesn't want to sell him, but the reports have changed. And it's not just any type of report. It's leaks that come from the players, that come from inside the club, that come from the Glazers telling the media what to say. It's an absolute chaotic show. It's a circus, if not worse. We find ourselves in a position of absolute turmoil. Where do we go from here? We have Liverpool next. Yes, they might have drawn last night. Nunez getting a red card. We've seen it. But there's no way, absolutely no way, we can find ourselves in a position of thinking it's going to get better. And yes, I agree with you. Ronaldo does need to leave the team. And that being said, listen to the leaks that have come out. Thank you for the comment. Please subscribe to the channel. It says that sources say even if he left and there was no replacement, the general uplift would trigger a significant improvement in overall performances. Manchester United could let Cristiano Ronaldo leave Old Trafford this summer amid concerns about how the striker's mood is affecting the morale in the training camp. Furthermore, it is understood that Erik ten Hag has privately been receptive to selling Cristiano Ronaldo for weeks, but Joel Glazer has so far resisted any proactive attempts to sell the striker. That is from Samuel Lockhurst. And Manchester United chairman Joel Glazer is against the prospect of selling Ronaldo despite the player's wish to leave the club. So that's why it's absolutely chaotic. On the one hand, Ten Hag wants to sell the player and look to the future. Ronaldo wants to leave the club because of the crap that we have at the club. Now, these players are absolutely shocking, saying that they will perform better if Ronaldo leaves. It's because he's here. That is the reason why they are not performing as well. They are upset about him saying he wants to leave and that he's still here. In my opinion, Ronaldo should leave, not for the factor of what I've just read about them saying that they're going to perform better when he's gone and the club saying that he's the one causing the toxic environment. That cannot be true. When he left United to go to Real Madrid, he left Real Madrid a legend and everybody loved him in the dressing room and at the club. Likewise at Juventus. He comes to United, all of a sudden he's the villain. That cannot be true. We cannot fall for this pure fake media reports and leaks coming from the players that are too weak-minded to accept and acknowledge and take responsibility for their weak performances, saying that it's his fault that they are not performing. Now they are saying when he's gone, they will be better players. They will perform. The environment will be better. How does that make sense? Think about it this way to yourself. If you are in any job and there's one of your colleagues is performing better than you, how is it possible that the company would look to replace the person that's performing rather than the one that's underperforming? Rashford, Maguire, McTominay, Shaw, Bruno, these players are complaining that Ronaldo is here and that they're not performing because of him. The manager has been thrown under the bus, not being supported by the club or the owners. We are that has gone to Wolves now. It is absolutely insane. Well, I see your comment there saying 22 players can't be wrong. But how is it possible that our best threat, our best goal scorer, is the one that's causing the problem? How is he supposed to perform when there's no service for him from the team? There's no midfield to provide him with service, to provide him with chances to score. The defense lets him down completely, and I'm talking about De Gea and Maguire and Shaw them. How is it possible that Ronaldo can perform in an underperforming team? He did so last season, but he expected the board to back the manager and get in quality signings that would have made our team better. But now we are stupidly being forced to believe that it's Ronaldo that's the problem. He's the reason why the players are not performing. That's absolute crap. There is no way Ronaldo can be to blame for the way the team is right now, the way the club is being run right now, and for the absolutely chaotic turmoil and circus behind the scenes. It cannot be Ronaldo's fault. And he should leave. He doesn't deserve all of this bad publicity and this negativity and being thrown under the bus whenever we perform badly. Everyone performed badly against Brentford. Everyone. But all the fingers were pointed at Ronaldo. It's his fault we performed badly. It's his fault that Maguire cannot defend. It's his fault that De Gea made errors at the back. I, for one, will not stand here and believe that Ronaldo is the problem. He needs to leave, in my opinion, and go and play Champions League football somewhere else. Go and enjoy the last few years of his career and get away from this toxic mentality at the club that is there. And the bad thing is if he leaves, we are stuck with Rashford, who couldn't give a damn about the club. We are stuck with Bruno, who moans every single time. We are stuck with Maguire, who cannot play in a high line or defend to save his life. Stuck with Shaw, who's absolutely crap. Malacia should be starting against Liverpool. That's a definite. So, I'm absolutely shocked to hear that the club wants to sell Ronaldo. Yes, he wants to leave because there's no ambition being shown by the owners. But he needs to be leaving, in my opinion, small steps forward. We cannot be of the mindset of it's going to be absolutely better. And we can't believe these reports from Simon Stone saying that when Ronaldo leaves, the performances are going to go up. The Bears are going to start playing better. The players are going to be better on the pitch. How does that make sense? That the person that is best at scoring goals is not there, but they are going to perform better without him. It is absolutely insane. And let's not even talk about Ole. That's previous regimes, previous managers. Ole basically was not a coach. He was not a manager. He worked on good vibes and having best friend relationships with his players, completely wanting to induce failure. They perform badly. It's none of their fault. He completely protects them. No, they need to take responsibility. De Gea came out after Brentford and took responsibility and said that it is because of him that we lost the game. Over all the time that we've had Maguire and Rashford and McTominay, them, when have they ever come out and have said, you know what, it's my fault. I take responsibility for this loss. Absolutely, absolutely insane. So these players that are not good enough need to leave. But they are so good at crying to the media that they are blaming Ronaldo, saying that it's his fault that they are not performing. How can that make sense? How can you as an individual not perform because someone else is bigger than you, because someone else has achieved more in your career than you ever have thus far? How can you disrespect someone who's won everything and you've won absolutely nothing? How does that make sense? There's a sense of big-headedness. I am a bigger brand. I am, for example, I am Rashford. Why must I listen to Ronaldo? I am Maguire, the captain of Manchester United. Why must I listen to him? He must listen to me. What has Maguire achieved to receive respect from his teammates other than being relegated? What can he possibly stand and say there that makes him higher in terms of stature than some of the players in the dressing room? And that is the problem. And yes, you can say Ten Hag, it's his fault that he made Maguire captain. But they have to have everything go through them. But they are crap. They cannot even perform against a Brentford team, let alone us playing against Liverpool or City. How on earth can we expect to do anything this season without an out-and-out goal scorer. You think Martial is going to be leading the line game in, game out? He was injured the first 2 games of the season. Do you think he's going to do wonders against Van Dijk on Monday? No, absolutely not. So, in my opinion, we have to look forward and allow Ronaldo to leave. We cannot have this continuous, absolute disgracefulness towards a legend of the club that doesn't deserve it. But moving along, we'll see exactly where the Ronaldo situation comes from. Moving along, as I did say, it has been reported that James Garner is also for sale and the club value him at 15 to 20 million pounds, with Spurs, Chelsea and Nottingham Forest being in for him. And we have also started considering a move for Moussa Dembele from Lyon, a striker, who in my opinion is just another name that they're adding to the list, who I don't think we actually will be in for. But we'll see as time goes on if Moussa Dembele becomes more of a concrete target. I mean, there was a report of Sasa Kalacic. We'll have to see exactly what happens moving forward. But James Garner being put up for sale is range one for me. Donny, him, they can't get into the midfield because of Fred and McTominay. That doesn't make sense. Something is happening behind the scenes that's allowing Maguire, Shaw, McTominay and Fred to start. Surely Garner is better than Fred and McTominay. But yet he's not playing. But the club wants to sell him, and he's a Ten Hag type defensive midfielder. But the club wants to sell him because nobody else is being sold. Bailly, Jones, Tuanzebe, Wan-Bissaka, etc. These players cannot be sold, so now they're going to James Garner. And he's a midfielder that should be playing. We will and can be a better team with him in it. But the club wants to sell him, and that shows you exactly how bad it is. The club wants to keep players like Ronaldo for commercial purposes, but want to sell and keep the crap that we have at the club. It's an absolute chaotic circus right now at Manchester United, and it's only going to get worse before it gets better. But we have to be prepared. My goal is 1,000 subscribers, and of course, as I said, the name is changed to Red Devils Talk because it's better and it has a bit of a bite. Have a wonderful day further, and of course, we'll speak again soon on Red Devils Talk. Bye-bye.